A newly released video showing the moments leading up to the fatal shooting of a 37-year-old Minneapolis woman by an Immigration and Customs Enforcement ICE agent has intensified national outrage over U.S. immigration enforcement tactics. The footage, a cell phone recording captured from the perspective of the ICE agent involved, shows Renee Nicole Good calmly interacting with the officer seconds before she was shot as she attempted to drive away during a federal immigration operation on Wednesday in Minneapolis. Renee Good, a mother of 3 and U.S. citizen, can be heard saying, "That's fine, dude. I'm not mad at you," moments before the shooting. What the video shows. The video clip, first posted online by the outlet Alpha News and later shared by senior officials in the Trump administration, starts with an ICE officer walking around Good's maroon SUV on a residential street where a large federal immigration enforcement presence had been deployed. While sirens blare in the background, the agent appears to be documenting the vehicle's license plate when Good speaks from inside her car. Her wife, Rebecca Good, is also seen and heard on her phone, challenging the officers and taunting them. As another ICE officer approaches the driver's side and orders Good to exit the vehicle, the SUV moves backward slightly, then forward. The agent filming swings around in front of the car. At that moment, the video's camera points upward and gunshots are fired, seemingly without any clear sign that the officer was under imminent lethal threat. Afterward, a voice is heard saying, "Fing BTCH," as Good's vehicle continues down the street and eventually crashes. A dog inside the car was reportedly uninjured. The Department of Homeland Security (DHS) has publicly defended the shooting, with spokesperson Tricia McLaughlin calling the footage authentic and asserting that Good was impeding law enforcement and had weaponized her vehicle in an attempt to kill or cause bodily harm to federal law enforcement. DHS claims the agent was acting in fear for his life. Vice President J.D. Vance reposted the video on social media, stating it showed the agent's life was endangered and arguing that he was justified in firing his weapon. However, local officials sharply dispute that narrative. Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey said the footage did not show any attempt by Good to harm officers and demanded that ICE leave the city, declaring that the video contradicted federal claims of self-defense. Frey's statements echo broad criticism from Minneapolis community leaders and some congressional Democrats who have condemned the circumstances of the shooting and questioned the administration's framing. Good, described by friends and family as compassionate and devoted to her community, was not reported to be participating in any violent action at the time of the shooting. Her wife, Rebecca, later said the couple had stopped to support neighbors amid the federal sweep. Activists and community members have held vigils and protests following her death, with many calling for federal accountability and changes to ICE enforcement policies. The incident has sparked protests both in Minneapolis and across the U.S., with some demonstrations also linking broader criticisms of federal immigration policy with other political causes. Minnesota officials have urged a full, transparent investigation. Local law enforcement asked for the Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension to be included in investigative efforts alongside the FBI, although federal authorities reportedly restricted state participation, which has drawn further criticism. National political figures have also weighed in. Former Vice President Kamala Harris criticized the Trump administration's explanation as pure gaslighting, demanding a fair probe into the shooting.